I'm Tony LaFountain, the Penfield Town Supervisor. I'd like to recognize our two parade marshals today, so if you'd bear with us for a couple of minutes, we're going to get a great band on, and we're going to have some fantastic music, and we're going to rock this place between the music and the fireworks. First, I would like to call up George and Cathy Wiedemer. George Wiedemer, a former supervisor of the town. This couple really should be recognized as a Penfield couple, strong Penfield couple. Been here since the mid-'70s, have done so much for this community. And I would like to just take a minute and just highlight a couple of items, if I could. Cathy, George, thank you. Just a couple. Yeah, there you go. Whereas George and Cathy Wiedemer of Colton Drive, Penfield are exceptional examples of community service and volunteerism. And whereas the Wiedemers' involvement in Penfield community began very shortly after they moved to Penfield in 1974, George quickly became involved with St. Joseph's Church, Penfield Little League, Penfield Republican Committee, Dimitri House, and eventually the Food Link, where he has been now for 25 years. After graduating from the University of Dayton in 1965, George went on to his family business, Cable Wiedemer, where he dedicated more than 35 years, while at the same time serving in the Monroe County Legislature, 9th District, from 1985 to 2003. And whereas George and Cathy have raised 4 children, Cathy also worked at Cable Wiedemer from 1985 to 2001, while also volunteering with Girl Scouts, St. Joseph Parish Council, and Birthright. And whereas George was elected supervisor in 2003, and during his tenure oversaw accomplishments of many great projects in Penfield, including our YMCA, Eastside YMCA on Route 250, adopting an open space plan update, reconstruction of intersection of Atlantic and Baird Road, obtaining federal grants to close off Daytona Avenue, the building of Dolomite Lodge, which is so popular here in Penfield, just to name a few. Whereas their retirement has not slowed either one of them down, George is presently chairman of Food Link Foundation and a board member of the Coordinated Care Services, and Cathy has served the board of a Shepherd Home from 2004 to 2013, and currently chairs the Shepherd Home's annual appeal. The Ecumenical Food Shelf has greatly benefited from both the generosity of George and Cathy, and they both are on the organization's board of directors, are always willing to help anyone in the town of Penfield in any capacity they can, including assisting with food distribution each week and supporting all other activities for the past 10 years. And whereas Cathy and George now enjoy 4 grown children, 8 grandchildren, at every opportunity being involved with their grandchildren's activities, sporting events, whenever possible. Whereas the town of Penfield is fortunate to have residents so dedicated and so ingrained in our community, we'd like to recognize Cathy and George Wiedemer for everything that they have done for the town of Penfield in the past and in the future. Thank you very much. Congratulations, George and Cathy.
Well, thank you, Tony. I certainly want to take the opportunity to thank the town board. But more than anything else, I want to thank the community. You know, whether it's been fundraising at Shepherd Home or currently our involvement at the Penfield Ecumenical Food Shelf. Penfield has been such a caring and giving community. It's just amazed us through the years to see what has transpired here in Penfield. So our efforts, or your efforts, thank you so much on behalf of the town of Penfield.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to give the proclamation to the Penfield players for being parade marshals. This coming year is the 50th anniversary of the Penfield players, and I have the opportunity of sitting with them on the celebration committee. So this is another perk for being able to read this proclamation. It's a little long, but it explains a lot of things the players have done, and I hope you will consider coming to some of their plays. Whereas the Penfield Players Community Theater Group has been showcasing the talent of Penfield and local area thespians and entertaining the community since 1965, and whereas being one of the oldest running theater groups in the Rochester area, the Penfield Players has created a well-respected organization open to anyone with an interest in acting, costumes, makeup, lighting, or set design and construction. And whereas Janus, the group's first performance in 1965, drew over 300 people in the Penfield High School, and whereas the Penfield community has been entertained by over 150 performances since then, held in various community venues, including the Hospitality House, the Genesee Conservation League, the Parrington VFW, India Community Center, Penfield Community Center, and whereas originally their annual schedule included 3 shows per year, including a classic or a mystery in the fall or the winter, 40s production, which included the 4 dimensions of entertainment, drinks, dinner, drama, and dancing, and a spring melodrama with live music and sing-alongs. And whereas in recent years, the group has featured a new element, a reader's theater, performed twice a year, and whereas the Penfield Players' mission of providing a welcoming, intimate theater experience for the ensemble and audience members comes to life in the group's commitment to creating and telling wonderful, funny, tragic, beautiful, meaningful stories. And whereas the group is fortunate to have the leadership of a current president, Jeff Moon, and as well as participation of founding member Garda Houston, and whereas Garda joined the group in 1965 to help the Players' second ever production, The Third Best Sport, and has been assumed many important roles, including running errands, making phone calls, changing the building sets, prop manager, stage manager, wardrobe mistress. And whereas Jeff Moon has helped the Players maintain their excellence in theater production, serving many roles, from president to actor to producer to lighting manager to director. And whereas the success of the Penfield Players can be attributed to several hundred individuals over the years who have given their time, their treasure, their talent to support the group in roles such as director, actor, stage manager, stagehand, publicist, costumer, makeup artist, lighting wizard, sound engineer, prop wrangler, carpenter, designer, and countless others. And whereas the Penfield community is fortunate to have such a great cast of dedicated, talented individuals to entertain us with glimpses of life at all angles, and to transport us to other times and places through skillful storytelling. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board and the town of Penfield are grateful to the Penfield Players' steadfast commitment to creating a cultural outlet for Penfield and area residents. Be it further resolved that the Penfield Town Board, with great appreciation, bestows the honor of 2014 Parade Marshal to the Penfield Players. This is dated July 4th, 2014, signed by our Anthony LaFountain Supervisor and the Penfield Town Board, Paula Metzler, Linda Kohl, Andy Moore, and Rob Quinn. And to Jeff Moon, I present the proclamation.
Thank you very much. Penfield Players has been part of the community for 50 years now, and we want to thank both the town board and especially the town recreation department for being our sponsor and giving us so much support over the years. Lynanne Conroy, Chris Bilo, and the rest of the department have been so generous to us. We want to thank the community for coming out and seeing our shows and being part of our casts and crews. We invite you all to come see more shows and be in more of our shows. Please come and help us out. Enjoy the good theater that we try to give to you guys. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Amy Steklof, Penfield Town Clerk, and welcome on this beautiful evening. If you turn around, you'll see a gorgeous rainbow that's in our presence.
Awesome.
Today, I'd like to also present to Parade Marshals former Supervisor George Wiedemer and his wife Cathy Wiedemer a plaque in honor of the many years of outstanding dedication, commitment, and service to the Penfield community. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Councilman Rob Quinn. Happy 4th of July. And on behalf of the town of Penfield, I would like to present the Parade Marshal for 2014 to the Penfield Players in honor of many years of outstanding dedication, commitment, and service to the Penfield community. And I'll present this to Jeff. Thank you very much. Thanks, Rob. Thanks so much.
One more big round of applause for our Parade Marshals, Cathy, George Wiedemer, Penfield Players.